It's summer in Australia, or it's almost summer in Australia, should I say. It's heading towards the 30-degree temperatures, and that means only one thing. That I no longer have to wear gumboots or waders. It's awesome. G'day guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. Today I am out on one of my favourite creeks just doing a little bit of panning. I've got a brand new breaker bar to go out and try and crack open some bedrock crevices I know are on this creek, and we're just going to sample the whole way along. Hopefully, with any luck, we'll find some nice little pickers and some good colour. First spot I'm checking is just this little spot here. I moved this big boulder out of the way just in this sort of slight inside bend. Now, I found on this creek with big rocks that have been deposited, and quite clearly with that colour line in the rock, this hasn't been moved in a while, so we'll see if there's any gold here. As I started panning it off, this just poked out, so it's obviously collected heavies. It's a nice bit of old wire. Pan's trying to float downstream on me. So it's collected heavies, which is a good indication that it was a good spot. On this particular creek you will see a little bit of black sand, but mostly ironstone. So when you start getting a lot of ironstone, we've got a little bit of it in here, usually it's a good indication that you'll get gold. But first pan, have we got any colour at all? Oh, we do have one little dot right there. Alright, first pan, got a colour. So let's dig deeper. Second pan, and I've actually just started breaking off bedrock. I know that's what the bedrock looks like in this creek, and you can feel it shattering as it goes down. So we are right on the bottom, and with a bit of luck there'll be some gold hiding in that crevicey stuff at the bottom. Oh, look at that ironstone, eh? There's a bit of a collection of it there. We'll find out. Is there gold? I can see one bit, two bits. Oh, there's a ton of micro up the top. It's all very little, but there's a lot of it. Try and get it down without washing it all away. Interesting, there is a ton of micro in that. Hopefully you'll be able to see this on camera, because there's probably a good, I don't know, 30 or 40 micro dots, which that sort of gold adds up really quickly. Alright, here we go. So that's all from what, oh, it's all floating. That's all from one pan, just there. Look at that. Alright, so I think that's definitely worth exploring some more. If I can break the bedrock up and it keeps going like that, it'll be a good little spot to work. How's this for the first spot I've been in? First spot I dug today, and I bloody pulled out gold straight away. And look at all the micro up the back. I've even got a couple of shotgun pellets, which is good, or one. Look at the micro. There's a bit of gold just sitting on that rock there. Oh, he fell off. That's alright. There's so much micro. I mean, it's nice to pull nuggets out. Like, nuggets are good, but pulling out, 100 specks of micro adds up real quick. And I'm doing this every pan. We'll push it all into a little pile for you. First spot I tried. That's so cool. As you might be able to see, my hole is slowly getting bigger, but so are the bits of gold. Grizzly wants to show you something really cool, and it's this bit of bedrock. Down the bottom here it is solid rock, but it is decomposing, and as it decomposes it actually turns into this clay-like substance up here. And this is what traps your gold. So the gold will actually settle into this clay layer and then get stopped by that rock. And that's the sweet stuff. That's where your money's at. Do some serious rock moving in a minute, but I'm still pulling out lots of micro gold and shotgun pellets. So this has just turned into a really good low pressure system. This spot is still producing. I've only actually dug about 8 pans worth of dirt out of there. A lot of these big rocks are in the way, and it's made that hole quite deep. But I wanted to show you what I got for those 8 pans. Check that out. That's what I'm saying about micro gold adding up really quickly, and obviously pulling out a lot of lead from the creek, which is good. I'm going to mark this spot on my GPS. I'm going to keep moving upstream. I want to find some bedrock crevices to work. I've actually done a couple of videos in this exact spot in winter. I was here on a -3 degree morning. This was covered in ice, this was covered in ice, and I was getting gold out of this crevice in here. But I only worked the main section of it, which is just sitting here. And what I want to do is continue along and clean out all of this, that little pocket there, and all this bedrock up here, because I think there will be more gold that I wasn't able to access during winter. I'm working this crevice from back to front, so I can scrape everything clean from the furthest point away to the creek to the closest. You want some bedrock, Grizzly? I want some bedrock too. There you go. This is the best bit, getting in there with a little trowel and pulling out all that decaying bedrock that you know is probably going to hold all of the gold. Got Site Supervisor Grizzly here with me. Doing a very good job. No clipboard though, so he doesn't look too official. I cleaned out that nice little pocket there, pulled out a few bits, which was alright, about as what I expected. I just cleaned in under here. I haven't finished it, but I wanted to get that out of the way before I started in here, because in here we actually have a really nice crevice. This bedrock here goes down and then sucks in on that angle. Those brushes Mark gave me are obviously working fantastically. You see how clear that bedrock actually looks. I should have brought my yabby pump along today, but you know, you get that. Anyway, I wanted to introduce you to my new friend. I'm going to call it Colossus. It should be a bit better than my automotive bar. It's slightly heavier, but it should be way stronger. So we're going to bust apart that little hole there, because it looks like it's full of gravel. Just taking my time sweeping that bedrock clean all the way from the back there up to about here. I've done quite thoroughly. There's no major dips or crevices in there that I can get into, and I've broken apart the bedrock pretty good. Now this corner just here is the crevice I worked in winter. In winter I pulled out really good gold from there, and I couldn't put my arm in there because the water was higher and it was freezing. It was negative temperatures and frost, but now I can, and I'm starting to get down into some new cracks and crevices in it and pulling out some really nice looking clay. So I'm thinking there might be some gold that I didn't get in winter that I'm going to get today. Well guys, I've got Grizzly looking really sad at me. I think he wants to go home and chase the vacuum cleaner or the lawnmower. So I'm going to have to oblige him. I've had a fantastic day out here today. I only worked 2 spots. I only did about 15 pans, and I've only been out here for about an hour and a half, and I found really good gold. And that's what it's about, coming out, learning a creek system really well. I've been on this creek for so many hours, probably hundreds of hours I've been out here. And once you learn a creek, you know where to start looking for it. And I know as soon as you hit bedrock here, the bedrock all over this area is quite shallow, and it just catches gold beautifully. I only worked 1 crevice, that random ass spot down the stream, and it produced some ultra fine gold, and a lot of it, which I was really happy with. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that my book is available from the Beechworth Info Centre and now the El Dorado Museum near Reedy Creek, so you can grab yourself a copy in person, or you can check out our Facebook page for the pin post at the top on how to order your own. I hope to catch you out here sometime, and as always, check out this gold.